So right now, I'm revamping the channel in a way that I haven't before in the past. I finally bitten the bullet. I had to bite the bullet and get a little bit of editing equipment so I could, try to get my editing chops on. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this new channel format. Um, and without further ado, let's get to it.
In a world that's changing, I'm just trying to keep it true. Won't progressive on the screen, bringing light to what is new. Some folks don't get it, but he's got a message clear. Smart and funny, taking to the echo, never fear. Late nights editing line, making sure it's always mine. Remember this game of views, it's all about the climb. Hope you stay long, hope you stay long. Shut up if you sing this song. Every view counts, every life's a cheer. Push the truth forward, let's make it clear. Haters gonna hate, they don't understand the try. But we rise above, where the knowledge feels so alive. Content's queen, the king's the mission behind.
Okay, so right now, it really feels like we're on the precipice of something really big. We're on the precipice of something really big. And you kind of felt that sense of urgency, that sense of doom and gloom during the Mexican riots over in California, where half of Los Angeles was burned to the ground, and Trump made the unprecedented move of summoning National Guardsmen to the state of California without the governor's consent, and then an additional uh, 5 to 700 Marines were deployed to Los Angeles as well. These protests that were happening in Los Angeles spread throughout the country. Today, which is Saturday, June 14th, you've had protests, the No Kings protests literally around almost every major city in the United States. That probably happened in your city. You probably heard something about that today. And that's bad enough. We have protests going on around the country that could possibly turn into riots. People are angry. If that wasn't bad enough, now we could potentially be going into World War III. And that's primarily what I wanted to talk about in this video, because during times of war, it is inevitable that the mainstream media war machine, the mainstream media loves war. Their war machine goes into full force with the propaganda, with the idea of a rally around the flag effect. A rally around the flag effect is you kind of give your consent to the state, a manufacturing of consent to take from the great Noam Chomsky. Well, maybe you don't think he's so great, but he's a great thinker in some respects. The state right now, along with the mainstream media, wants to manufacture your consent by rallying around the flag. Remember during 9/11, right after 9/11, oh, George Bush was on TV day in, day out. We have to get these terrorists. This is for freedom. We're fighting for our freedoms. But if you thought about this for 5 seconds, Iraq didn't have anything to do with 9/11. Saddam Hussein literally had nothing to do with 9/11. This isn't about fighting for our freedoms. Iraq posed no threat whatsoever to the freedoms we have in this country. This is about pushing an agenda for a country that does not care about us. And I'm not talking about the United States right now. I'm talking about Israel. Because when you look at what's going on here, when you look at who's getting us involved in all of these all of these Middle Eastern conflicts, who's getting us involved in Iraq, who got us involved in Syria, what was the primary motivator for U.S. politicians to contract corporations like Lockheed Martin and all Blackwater to get involved into these Middle Eastern conflicts? Who was the primary motivator that motivated us to do that? Well, you don't have to look very far. You see, it's Israel. Israel, we're not fighting for our freedoms, as George Bush said, George W. Bush. We're not fighting for our freedoms. We're fighting for the interest of what I would call a rogue state like Israel. They don't give a damn about the United States. They don't give a damn about U.S. citizens. They certainly don't give a damn about you. This is about pushing their agenda. And anyone who gets on here, I'm a conservative, very social conservative, but any one of these Republican talking heads who gets on here defending the actions of Israel, when we all see they started this conflict, they started the conflict, then you're falling for the propaganda. I've seen a lot of conservative commentators do that, and me, even as a social conservative, that's not something I can go along with. We've been through this playbook before. We've seen this happen before. And by you giving your consent, you co-signing Israel being the aggressor in this war with this preemptive strike, as they call it, all you're doing is you're giving the government more leeway to censor your free speech rights because you know that's coming. Voices like mine, people who speak out against this war, are inevitably going to be censored. People who actually tell the truth about what Israel is coaxing the United States to do, you're going to be censored. I think the groundwork for that was set with those protests. It all made sense. It's all coming full circle now. Why? The LA riots happened right before this. They're setting a pretext, and what that pretext is to make you comfortable with troops going to the street for protests. They'll say, "Oh, those aren't protests; those are riots. Those are people rioting because Israel wants to destroy the United States." Well, Israel. I'm not going to say Israel necessarily wants to destroy the United States. They don't care about the United States being destroyed if it's for their own benefit. They don't give a damn. And so people who speak out against this war machine, and this is how the government operates, whether it's a Republican office or a Democrat in office, if you are speaking against the current narrative, if they want to push drag queen story hour, if they want to push abortion, if they want to push homosexuality, gay marriage, and you're a voice in opposition to that, they don't give a damn what you call yourself or whether you go by a donkey, whether you go by an elephant. They wouldn't give two fucks about that. This is about falling in line. And that's what we're about to see. The point in history in which you and I are encroaching upon right now will really reveal what type of person you are. A lot of people like to go around, I'm a patriot, I'm a patriot, I'm an American loving patriot. It doesn't make you a patriot to support a preemptive war. When your country is doing wrong, when your country is supporting something that's wrong, the most patriotic thing that you can do in that moment is speak out against what your country is doing. The most patriotic thing you can do for your country is not go along with what your country is doing, not sign up for the military. Inevitably during time, and what's going to happen, I'm going to say this, I'm going to close. What they're setting up for is not only the censoring of free speech, the censoring of basic rights that we have, the freezing of bank accounts, more excuses to go through your phone calls, more excuses to listen at your text messages as if you're some prepubescent child with an overbearing parent. What they're going to do is you hear them talking about Iranian sleeper cells in the country. We're going to see some type of domestic terror attack. And this terror attack is going to be used to, again, to pick off of what I said earlier, create a rally around the flag effect. Americans will die. That's why I was scared to participate in any type of protest going on right now. I don't care if I agree with the protest or don't agree with it. Something big is coming. They're going to start some type of protest. People are going to die, much like that situation that happened in Minnesota today, where you had two state lawmakers get killed by, what they're saying is a crazy political person, some a crazy lone wolf. And that's going to be used as an excuse. This is going to happen in the context of Iran, and that's going to be used as an excuse to curtail your rights. That's going to be used as an excuse to ramp up this war machine that Israel has already started that's going to be used as an excuse to manufacture your consent. They want you to consent to this. Don't consent to it. Don't fall for it. I don't care if you call yourself a Republican or a Democrat. Don't sign up for this war. If they have some kind of a draft, if they're saying you have to participate in it, don't. If you're already in the Marine Corps or you're already in the Army, don't be a blind follower to Satan, because what Israel is doing right now is literally satanic. The Bible literally says it in Revelation, I believe it's 3 and 19. Revelation 3 and 19. Let's read that. Excuse me, 3 and 9. All right, and this is literally in regard to what we're going through today. And Revelation 3 and 9 says, I will make those who are of the synagogue of Satan, who claim to be the Jews, though they are not, but are liars, I will make them come and fall down at your feet and acknowledge that I have loved you. What does this mean? That means somebody's lying about who they are. I ain't gonna call no names. Somebody's lying about who they are so that they can start conflicts throughout the world. Somebody's lying about who they are so that they can have a Middle Eastern hegemony. Who is that? Who does the Bible say that is? I'll let you think that one out and let me know in the comment section. But let me know what you think about the new channel format. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I've got a new microphone. You see the editing going on. I'm feeling the vibes. I am feeling the vibes. Nonetheless, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And we'll close with the Woke Progressive theme song. All right, see you guys next time.
Hope you stay long. Hope you stay long. Share the love and sing this song. Every few counts. If they like to cheer, pushing truth forward. Let's make it clear. Step by step, video by video, we'll soar a community of love.